Hello everyone, this is the Ikovwuk 3x360 laser level, meaning 2 vertical planes and 1 horizontal. In the interest of full disclosure, I need to mention that the manufacturer did send me this for review purposes. That said, I have no further business with them planned, nor am I on the hook for anything, so I'm free to speak my mind here. Now, unlike many import tools, this one actually ships in a pretty nice looking retail quality box. Inside of that, we of course have the laser plus all of its accessories and carrying case. Alright guys, so included in the package here is quite a lot of stuff. Obviously we have 360 on 3 planes here. We've got this 1 horizontal plane and then these 2 vertical planes. We also have a single rechargeable battery. It says it's 3.7 volts, so I am just assuming that's two 18650s in parallel. We have a magnetic mounting bracket right here that has some very strong magnets on it that yeah, you can mount to different things. We have a little target here. To be honest, I've seen these included in a few different manufacturers' products, but I've never actually found the need for them. I mean, I guess they increase visibility a little bit, but overall, I think they're a little bit useless. Some people may like them though. We also have some green laser goggles. You know, I mean, OSHA says you have to wear them, but I don't know. It's up to you if you do. We also have a charging cable here, since this is the rechargeable unit. It's 5 volt USB powered, although the charging plug is not a USB standard. It's just like a little 2.5 millimeter banana plug there. So I don't know why exactly they went with a USB power system and then didn't use a USB connector. I overall don't love proprietary connectors because, you know, if I ever lose this, charging might become slightly difficult. Though that said, that's not exactly an uncommon connector by itself, so we might be able to make something work. We also have this case. Everything does, of course, fit back inside nicely, so we can store it away. Alright, so impressions on build quality overall are really good. It's very tough feeling plastic with a grippy feeling rubber overmold on it. The covers for the lasers are plastic. To operate, we first have to unlock the laser by sliding this switch right here back, which also turns it on. It would help to put a battery in. Take 2. And then we can toggle between horizontal and vertical lines here. So by default, the only thing on is the 360 horizontal line. We can then sequentially turn on the vertical ones, you know, either one or both or everything on at once. So there's, you know, 3 laser planes being sent out. This button right here will put it on pulse mode if you want to use it with a laser receiver. Just be real careful with the type of laser receiver you purchase. It needs to be made for green pulse lasers. There's a few different types. Some are for red lasers, some are for rotary lasers. So just make sure you buy a pulse laser receiver. So right here it is mounted up to that included magnetic bracket. All you have to do is find something steel to stick it to, and it sticks extremely securely. Of course, owning a 360 level opens up a whole host of new uses not possible with a simple line or cross. Here, for example, I'm in the process of building a small backyard pond. This laser has been invaluable in helping me visualize the final water level for rock and skimmer placement. Alright, so right now I've got the Ikovwuk hooked up right next to a Bosch model that I say broadly competes mainly because they're about the same price. This is the Bosch GLL2, and like I said, they're both pretty comparable price-wise, even though I think the Ikovwuk is a much better product. I mean, really with the Bosch, you are paying for the name, and there's no way to know for sure whether one has better internal electronics than the other, but I know from a build quality standpoint, they're pretty close to identical. And then just from a functionality standpoint, the Ikovwuk just trounces it. So I'm not sure if you can really see right here, but here is basically a shot side by side of the Bosch red laser with the Ikovwuk green laser, and it's not even close how much brighter that green laser is. I'm going to try and get a close-up shot here, although that is a little problematic, mainly because cameras tend to try and adjust for exposure, so they don't always exactly see what your eyes see, so you kind of have to just trust me about how much brighter the green laser is. All right, guys, the next thing I want to show you guys is how well this works with a pulse laser receiver. This would be used, say, if you're outside and it's daylight and it's really hard to see the line, you get a laser receiver to hopefully pick that up. Now, I do just want to warn you guys, I have played with this off camera a little bit and do find it to be one of this product's weak spots. I will actually show you guys a competitor here in a minute and to kind of show you exactly how it should work versus how it does. So again, this is the Ikovwuk on pulse mode, and this is a Bosch laser receiver. So there it goes. Well, the Bosch picks it up. However, I have another green pulse laser receiver that does not seem to recognize it. Now, just for fun, let me switch to a different laser and see if we can't get a slightly better result. All right, guys, so now I've got a competitor green pulse laser up, and see how that works. Doesn't really. Oh. So we correctly pick it up on that one, and of course the Bosch picks it up as well. So, you know, the Ikovwuk does work in pulse laser mode. It just doesn't seem to be quite as universal. So what's the verdict? I think it's a great product, but it's not what I would class as perfect. In the positive column, we've got excellent build quality, a nice high-capacity rechargeable battery, and 3 very bright, very sharp lines. Negatives would include the fact that the pulse function doesn't appear to work as well as some competitors, and the fact it uses USB for charging but doesn't use a USB plug, opting instead for a proprietary one. But overall, the whole package is really nice, and I wouldn't hesitate recommending it, provided the end user doesn't plan on making too much use of that pulse function.